Wasn't last night a fabulous, fabulous celebration of our President, Debbie Forward?
It was awesome!
Even though we couldn't gather to celebrate in person, I know Debbie felt the love and support from her members and our community. I am humbled and proud to stand before you today as President-elect of the Registered Nurses Union of Newfoundland and Labrador. I have been nursing on the front lines for 30+ years, and I've been a union activist for most of those 30 years. As Debbie mentioned, I started off as a shop steward and served as the branch president of Branch 3 for 15+ years. And for the last 7 years, I have worked alongside Debbie as your vice president. I grew up in the small community of Angels Cove on the beautiful Cape Shore in Placentia Bay, where my family still resides. Although I had contemplated being a journalist at one point, believe me, deep down, I always knew that I would be a registered nurse. After 3 decades working on the front line, I can honestly say I love nursing. And I would choose this career again in a heartbeat. I also believe I was always destined to be an activist. I remember stepping in to stop a bully in elementary school and feeling indignant when a teacher treated a fellow student unfairly related to their socioeconomic status in our community. I was advocating before I fully understood what it meant. I've had great mentors throughout my life, the first one being my mom. She viewed every issue through an equity and inclusion lens. Mom's passion for social justice, equality, and inclusion helped shape the person that I am today. As registered nurses and nurse practitioners, we advocate every day for our patients and our health system. We advise the families of loved ones about self-care. At some point in our careers, each and every one of us can recall saying, "Now, my darling, you're no good to your loved ones unless you take care of yourself." Yet, we tend to leave ourselves last. We push through our shift short-staffed, without adequate breaks, trying to get all the work done to ensure our patients get the care they need and deserve. We miss breaks, work late, 8 and 12-hour shifts become 16 or longer. We work overtime so that our coworkers aren't short, even though it's our day off. We have been in this pandemic now since the spring, adding to an already overworked, understaffed healthcare system. I know you are tired. I am too. But please know that the Registered Nurses Union is here in your corner, just as we've always been. We hear you, and we are listening. I am eager for the new year. I'm looking forward to working with your board of directors, John Vivian, the executive director, and our team at the Registered Nurses Union to stand in your corner and continue the good work of your union. Second waves of COVID-19 are happening across Canada and around the world. Newfoundlanders and Labradorians need to remain vigilant and follow public health guidance and directives. We also need to keep our healthcare workers safe. A top priority for the Registered Nurses Union will be supporting you on the front lines of this pandemic. Debbie and our team were the driving force behind advocacy efforts to protect healthcare workers in Newfoundland and Labrador. We will continue to be that driving force. This means ensuring that our joint statement on PPE is followed. This means you get an N95 if you determine one is necessary. Along with COVID-19, we will also focus on initiatives to address staffing issues. After years of advocacy by RNU, our province is now building an acuity-based staffing model. Staffing based on actual patients and actual data could be transformative. We'll do everything we can to make sure that this system is built correctly. I look forward to collaborating with our nurse practitioners to bring their issues forward, to continuing RNU's advocacy work around violence in the workplace. You should never go to work feeling unsafe or wonder what might happen if you're left alone with a patient or threatened by a family member. We will continue to promote the advancement of registered nurses and nurse practitioners, to be a voice for our patients and a strong defender of our publicly funded healthcare system. I am committed to be your voice on the task force to develop a 10-year health accord, to bring forward your concerns and ideas. I look forward to working with Sister Elizabeth and Dr. Parfrey. Town halls for this task force will start next week. Please keep an eye to your emails because we will be sending you an email about this. Our voices need to be heard and we need to sign up. RNU will also be your advocate as our province grapples with economic recovery. I heard from Premier Fury today, congratulating me on my new role. I look forward to meeting with him in the future to continue the advocacy work for our members. We will continue clarity and build on all that our union has already done to protect and champion our role in healthcare. RNU is in the early stages of developing a media campaign that will help position us for the road ahead, and I look forward to completing this work through a proactive lens. I also look forward to exploring further opportunities like this. While we've all missed meeting in person this week, it's incredibly important that our union continues to engage and connect, and we have. We will keep finding ways to move forward in this virtual world, expanding the role of communications, online learning for our volunteers and our members. There are many projects on the horizon, and we have much to accomplish together. I know it's been said that I have big shoes to fill. Well, Debbie already told me she's taken all her shoes with her. I won't try to fill her shoes. Impossible. But we are the same size, as an FYI. I'll have my own shoes. Some days they'll be little heels. Other days I'll need my runners. But know this, I will serve you to the best of my ability so you can focus on our patients, our residents, and clients who rely on your expert care. I will have an incredible team by my side. We have very experienced and knowledgeable board members, as well as new representatives who will bring insight and new perspectives. Your new vice president is from Corner Brook. Our board represents all regions of our province. Over the past few weeks, I've gained an even deeper appreciation of the great work being done by our staff at Provincial Office, and I am really looking forward to working with our team. Like Debbie, your board of directors and I will gain strength and motivation from you, from the 5,300 registered nurses and nurse practitioners working in communities across Newfoundland and Labrador. One of the first things I will do as your president is to arrange to meet virtually with all our branches. I want to connect with registered nurses and nurse practitioners from across our province. I want to listen to your stories, to your concerns, your hopes. I want to find out how we can engage better with our members and strengthen our organisation from the ground up. The World Health Organization designated this year the Year of the Nurse and Midwife. And oh boy, it was. Around the globe, nurses stepped up. We showed once again the critical and integral role we play in healthcare. The theme for International Nurses Day 2021, a voice to lead, a vision for future healthcare. We've seen throughout our history there is strength in the collective, power in numbers, nurse power. Together, our voice will help shape the future of nursing and healthcare in Newfoundland and Labrador. I am thrilled and excited, and I am ready to be your voice. Thank you.